With a quivering voice and an overflowing heart, Bai took Chanti's hand and said, "Will you marry me?" She looked into his eyes for what seemed like an eternal second and finally said, "Yes, I will." There was much going against this young couple in love in time of war. For one thing, he was from a small village in the south of Vietnam with barely 3 years of education. She from the north, attending accounting school at a business university. Her parents were not entirely happy with the match. But there was a much bigger problem. He was a pilot flying the MiG-17, which was no match for the American planes, which were much better armed, faster, and greatly outnumbered the fledgling Vietnamese Air Force. The pilots often slept under the wings of the airplanes, for the call to scramble to engage the enemy could come at any moment, and the chances of returning alive were not great. Indeed, Chanti, having no access to a telephone, would furiously bite to the base to see if he had survived just one more day. And yet this tiny, simple, shy man who could barely read, measuring scarcely 5'6" tall, would in time become a legendary Top Gun fighter pilot, a beloved national hero, shooting down 7 American airplanes, and doing it while flying a MiG-17, which against American jets which were much more advanced. Indeed, in 1965, Vietnam had only 36 MiG-17s. The Americans had 450 fighter jets plus support aircraft. But with the inventiveness and creativity that Li Taitou had used to defeat the mighty Chinese Ming Dynasty 600 years earlier, Bai created an aerial combat technique which was essentially guerrilla warfare in disguise, which created such losses that the Americans were forced to completely revamp the training program for the entire fleet.